This happened to me last summer when I went to my uncle's lake house. I hadn't been there since I was a kid. I'm not usually the type to get scared easily, but what happened there still gives me chills when I think about it. My Uncle Marv passed away earlier that year and left me the keys to his place. It was this old wooden cabin on Lake Millwood, about 2 hours from where I live. I decided to go check it out for a weekend, maybe fix some stuff up before selling it. I brought my dog Buster with me for company. When we got there, the place looked way more run down than I remembered. The wooden steps were all rotted and I almost fell through one. There was this weird smell too, like something died in the walls or something. I figured it was just an old house smell. I remember I couldn't find the light switch at first and had to use my phone flashlight. When I finally got the lights on, all these little bugs scattered across the floor. That kind of grossed me out, but whatever. It's a lake house. The first night was fine. I unpacked my stuff, made some ramen noodles on the stove. The milk in the fridge had gone bad and I forgot to bring more. And watched some videos on my phone since there wasn't any TV or Wi-Fi. It was the second day when weird stuff started happening. I was down by the dock, thinking about maybe going for a swim. The water was really clear and I could see all the way to the bottom near the shore. That's when I noticed something in the water, like 20 feet out. At first I thought it was just a big fish or something, but it wasn't moving right. It was too straight, like a person standing underwater. I kept staring at it, trying to figure out what I was seeing. Then it moved. Not like swimming, but like someone turning around to look at me. I swear I could make out a face, all pale and bloated. I jumped back, so fast I fell on my butt. When I looked again, it was gone. I told myself it was nothing, probably just some lake plants or something. But I didn't go swimming after that. That night, I was trying to sleep but kept hearing these noises. Not like normal house creaking or animals outside. It was like dragging sounds. Like something heavy being pulled across the floor in the room below me. But the thing is, there is no room below the bedroom. That part of the house is built on stilts over the water. I put my pillow over my head and tried to ignore it. Buster was acting weird too. Just staring at the corner of the room and growling real low. I checked the corner with my flashlight, but there was nothing there. Around 3 a.m., I woke up to the sound of water dripping. Like a constant drip, 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 right next to my ear. But when I turned on the light, the ceiling was dry. The dripping sound stopped as soon as the light came on. I noticed Buster wasn't in the room anymore. I called for him, but he didn't come. So I got up to look for him, even though I really didn't want to walk around that house in the middle of the night. I found him in the kitchen, just sitting there staring at the back door. The door was open a few inches, which was weird because I know I locked it before going to bed. When I went to close it, I saw wet footprints on the deck outside. Not like shoe prints, but bare feet. Really big ones. They came up from the lake, onto the deck, and stopped right at the door. I slammed that door shut and put a chair under the handle. My hands were shaking so bad I could barely do it. I grabbed Buster and went back to the bedroom, shut that door, too. The rest of the night, I kept hearing those dragging sounds, and now and then, something that sounded like breathing right outside my door. Buster just kept whining and hiding under the bed. When morning finally came, I packed up my stuff so fast I left half of it behind. As I was throwing my bags in the car, I looked down at the lake. The water was still and clear, and I could see the bottom. There was a dark shape down there, right below the dock. As I watched, it moved again, like before. But this time I could see it better in the daylight. It looked like a person, but wrong somehow. Too tall, arms too long, and it was looking right up at me. I got in my car and drove away so fast I nearly crashed into a tree. I called a realtor the next day and told them to sell the place as is. I don't care how much money I lose on it. Sometimes I think about what that thing in the lake was. Sometimes I wonder if Uncle Marv knew about it. Is that why he left me the lake house? Did he want me to see it too? I don't go swimming anymore, not even in pools. And whenever I hear water dripping, even just from a faucet, I feel like something is watching me. I never went back to that lake house. But sometimes, I think that whatever was in that lake found a way to follow me home.